Come on, Xboxers, we're in.
Oh,
As Dorsey is down in P3. Rockamad in P1. Got no intervals. Position changes. Craig is down at the back, as well as Neelix. Is Craig on the hards? Let's look at what tyres he's on. He's pitted, so he's on the mediums. As Rockamad is leading on lap 3 here. Followed by Owen Howell 36, and SLR Fempest has dropped down from P1 to P3. There's some fighting going on at the back.
Wide there.
As the Law Legend and Jago going side by side into the last corner, but gets through nice and cleanly. As Cal Smith and Panther battling into turn 1. Panther staying ahead of the hatch drivers. Original going down the inside of SPH. He's lost a few positions on his soft tyres as Zach Spees is up in P6 on his soft tyres. So that's a great start from him in the Ferrari. Rockamad 6/10 ahead in the lead as Dorsey is 1 second behind in P3. Has he got damaged? Do we know? Or is he just saving his ERS? That is not. How?
Craig is far back, but he's got no damage, and so is Neelix, who also has no damage.
Tyres are there. That's the tyres. Interesting. I think they both pitted, so I think they might have had a change of wing. Up in a little battle as Owen House keeping in Rockmad's DRS. Rockmad using his ERS here to try and create a little gap. I believe he's going to be fine on this straight as SLR Barlow's of SLR Teddy. Not using any of his ERS, as I think Plain Teddy is. Not Plain Teddy, SLR Teddy, sorry. Is he going to try and go down around the outside? Plain Teddy deep on the brakes as SLR Barlow very smart there to switch back. And he gets past.
Also got Callum making it past.
Yes, I was just about to say, as his SLR Teddy's teammate has just got past the Ferrari driver of SRI Callum. I can't speak. It's been a while. And this was quite an intense drop in. Yeah, so Rockman P1, Owen Howell P2, and SLR Fempest in P3 at the moment. Bit of a gap to SLR Barlow in P4. I think Barlow will close the gap down now, but Fempest close behind Owen Howell here. Actually, in fact, we've got Cal Smith nice and close behind Panther.
14th to 13th, we've got battle of 4 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars.
Original, unfortunately, has just fallen off with the soft tyres. He's down in P13 already, and he's going to be pitting earlier than all these drivers. Coupe Ben's up in P12 on his hard tyres. It's a good start from him. He'll be wanting to go long though, so he's just got to try and stay out of trouble. SLR Panther's all over the back of Scopes here. He runs wide. They've got similar ERS, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. SLR Lear's right behind on 90% ERS, so he's going to be challenging as well. How to get to... Oh, they all touch the grass as Cal Smith goes wide, but so does SLR Lear. They'll really compromise their exits. He's already almost ahead before the DRS zone. Cal Smith using some of his ERS, but so is SLR Lear, who's easily going to get past as SLR Panther is going to challenge SLR Scopes into the hairpin. Is he going to try to switch back on the Alfa Romeo driver? Yes, he is. Yeah, very smart from him as well. That's exactly what SLR Barlow did into P8 for the Mercedes driver. But the back, Law Legends just got past SPH as they were battling. I'm not sure if they got damage as SLR Icalam's just got past SLR Teddy. I'm not sure if that was just a planned move, but I think that's got a little bit more pace than Teddy at the moment. As SPH has come back at Law Legend, and Law Legend's off. Law Legend has crashed. He's been spun round down the inside. I'm not 100% sure. Unfortunately, I missed it. Sorry, where he was off, it looked like maybe he tried to go down the inside and got tagged. Oh no, he tried to go. SPH probably tried to go down the inside, and Law Legend got tagged on the outside. Yeah, well, there you go. A little bit calmer. Coming down a little bit as which is quite.
Switch.
Oh, hell.
Teddy. A little gap formed from Panther, these to Teddy as well, and then there's a group just following Panther around.
Oh shit! Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, the top 3 standing there.
Lagging a little bit.
Me or you?
I am.
Yeah, no. I stayed quiet. I didn't know if it was me or not.
Was I lagging the whole time I was talking?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's just, you know.
That is me. Crap.
Yep. Fine now.
Why am I lagging now? Okay, alright. Hopefully that's better. Sorry everyone. Still in the lead. Any battling going, I believe. SLR Hickler's just got past his teammates. Trying to ask me all this. The stream's fine. SLR Leah's left the session. Do you want to get him an invite back, please, Bunny? As Owen Howe's right on the back of Rockamad here, challenging into the hairpin. Trying to get a switch back on him.
Rockamad defends that really well.
Doesn't get the power.
He's low on the air, so Owen has a little look down the side. He thinks better of it. Dorsey probably just licking his lips at him.
And Barlow still 2 seconds behind, but with the top 3 fighting, it might bring him back into it, as SLR Iceland is close behind him as well. Did you send Leo an invite, by the way? Got SLR Fempest, who's close behind Owen Howe here. Will he challenge the McLaren driver? He chooses not to use his ERS. It's further back. SLR Panto's already passed Zaki's Beast here before the hairpin. Zaki's Beast is going well, even to get to lap 7 on these tyres. He comes into the hairpin as SLR Scopes also slips by Zaki's Beast. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Ferrari driver coming to the pit soon. Just further back, Leo's still disconnected, that's his car. As drivers are going side by side, SLR Halo trying to get past SPH into the final corner. On the outside, great move, as Zaki's Beast does pit, like I said. As Cooper Benz is pitted as well, does he have damage? I think Cooper Benz has got damage, unfortunately, on his hard tyres. Apparently it's been caused by Cal and Benz have both been caught up by the AI of SLR Leah. So that is very unfortunate for them. Classic game really. The drivers being disconnected and the AI being stupid. And yeah. Anyway, top 3 still in the DRS of each other, showing great pace. I wonder if one of them is going to try and undercut. Well, not soon, but because they're all on fresh tyres from the start, so I imagine they're probably going to be pitting around lap 12, 13, maybe 14. The tyres are very easy. Well, medium hard is very easy on this track anyway. As Rockamad gets a great exit again. And Owen Howe using his ERS to defend.
You get the feeling Rockamad's the fastest driver out of these 3. But yeah.
Was Owen Howe? Sorry.
Later.
As SLR Iceland just got past SLR Barlow. SLR Iceland up into P4 here. Yeah, Owen Howe has pitted. And now that promotes SLR Iceland up into P3 for the Racing Point driver. Dorsey up into P2. Can he get Mad's DRS here? Rockaman might have to pit this lap to cover an undercut. We'll have to wait and see where Owen Howe comes out, because if he comes out in traffic, I might give Rockamad a few more laps to stay ahead, as he's 10th up on his lap time already. What were you going to say, sorry buddy? He's come out with a 2-second gap to the cars ahead, but he is going to come, you know, with a little bit of traffic in a few seconds, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Asking if the stream's okay, because I'm lagging a little bit, unfortunately. SLR Barlow is going to try and come back at SLR Iceland, who's using his ERS. I don't think he's going to get close enough. Let's jump aboard with the leaders to see if one of them comes into the pits to cover Owen Howe, who is now stuck in a DRS train, as I believe Law Legend is off further back, but Rockamad doesn't pit, Dorsey doesn't pit. Probably smart from both of them. I think it's actually Original who's crashed off, but he's still going, as SLR Hicklin is challenging SPH into the hairpin. Is he going to try a late move? Yes, he is, down the inside. As SLR Leah's AI is still on track. Hicklin, I believe, has got past SPH here. Yes, he has, as Owen is just behind this group, and he's just losing time, being stuck behind them. Can he get past one of them into turn 1? Looking to the inside of SPH. Will the AlphaTauri driver give him room? Yes, he will. As there's contact, as SPH is off the track. That's just the nature of the corner, unfortunately. That's just a fair move from the McLaren driver. He was heading into the corner. As SLR Scopes comes out behind Zach's Beast here into P17. And SLR Teddy is 4 or 5 seconds off Hal, who's trying to move on SLR Hicklin. Late braking around the outside. Can he get the switch back? No, he can't, as SLR Leah's AI is just getting in the way of all these drivers. As SLR Hicklin's in the back of Leah's AI. And Owen Hal's easily past him now. Leah's AI causing more trouble. Have you invited him, but can you try and invite him again, if possible? Funny. Yeah. As Rockamad coming into the last hairpin, is he going to pick this lap, or is he going to stay out another couple laps? I reckon he might try and stay out a couple more laps, even with Dorsey in his DRS. He comes into the final corner. Yes, he does. So does Dorsey. So I can't see this undercut working for Owen Hal, as he going to try and get past Leah's AI, who also has DRS. Oh, this is heartbreaking for them. So much later than the AI finally gets past, which is great to see. As SLR Barlow's still close behind. Yeah, let's look at the gap to the leader, sorry. Let's get off interval and look at the gap to leader. He is 24 seconds behind. 24 seconds behind the leaders, so I don't know how long is the lap pit here. It's not that long. So it's going to be really close if he can get past SSR Halo this lap. His Dorsey is right on the back of Rockamad, and Rockamad, I believe... Yeah. Only a pit stop is 22 seconds, that's what Rando has just said, so... The top 2 pit, they should both be well ahead of Owen and ahead of SSR Halo as well, so we'll see what they do. As Owen is stuck behind Halo going into the middle sectors, that is horrible. Will Dorsey use his DRS and ERS here? I think he's using his ERS to try and get past Rockamad. Are they going to fight and maybe lose some time to Owen? Rockamad doesn't have any ERS, and Dorsey's coming up onto the back of the Renault driver. Puts his car in the middle of the road. It's good defensive driving from the Renault driver. As Rockamad gets a bit squeamish on the exit. Is he going to come into the pit this lap? No, he's not. They both go round again. He's just stuck behind. Yeah, he's really stuck behind. Oh, completely missed that, unfortunately. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, Dorsey round the outside of Rockamad. His defensive driving just not being able to keep on. Yeah, exactly. He just needs to try and get that ERS back up as SLR Panther. Dorsey's teammate has come into the pit this lap to get on those hard tyres. And where's he going to come out? I believe he's going to come out behind Teddy and behind... Is he going to get in front of Law Legend? Yes, he is. As SPH has retired and there's... What is that? Where's he crashed? He crashed lap pit on the first corner. Oh, oh my god! Jumping ball with Cooper Benz, and look at that, James. Oh my god, it's a safety car. Oh, that's heartbreaking for Owen Hal. That is heartbreaking for Owen Hal. Wow. I no idea what happened there. But SPH has crashed off in turn 1. Not sure whether he got caught up with an AI or something, but this really helps the top 5 drivers who haven't pitted yet. I wonder where they're going to come out. People on the hards have got to stay out though. So SR Halo, SR Hicklin, they've all got to stay out on the hard tyre. Rockamad, what are you doing? Very late braking, but yeah. I'm sure we'll see the top 2 into the pits for the hard tyres. This is just... Owen Hal's 28 seconds off the lead. He's going to be still in with a chance, but it's whether he can get out ahead of iCallum and SLR Barlow. The leaders come into the pit, so jump aboard with Owen Hal. He's going to be wanting me to race ahead of SR Halo, but I think he's just going to get stuck behind him because SR Halo, I doubt he'll pit. Why have I been invited to a party? Does anyone know if I join a party, whether that affects the stream? I doubt it does. I assume I just have to tick a box. As Ho and How comes out, always going to be really close with SPH, really close with iCallum, but iCallum gets out ahead of the McLaren driver. I said SPH, but I meant SLR Barlow. It's further back. Panther gets out ahead of Cal Smith in P7. Pretty much all the drivers are coming into the pits, as East also pits on the hards. Maybe just wanting a fresh set. Some drivers coming in for the mediums, they all ease end. So SSR Halo and SLR, I can't believe I was saying they should not pit, but yeah, the mediums will easily make it to the end, so that's going to be a great watch to see where they can finish. So there we have it. We have Dorsey in P1, Rockamad P2, Owen Howe losing out from this safety car in P4, and iCallum in P3. Don't know why I said it like that. 1 second. I think parties have gone down, unfortunately. Let me just do one and invite Silly Bunny to it. Where is he? There we go. I think pretty much the whole field is pitted, and that puts Craig back into it, down in P14.
Yes.
Hello?
Oh my god.
I think the parties are a bit screwed as well, because we created a new one. It's better.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. I just think parties are a little bit screwed.
For the last 5 maps, I just heard like half words. I was like, oh my god.
I think the stream's doing fine. I think they can hear me.
I'm seeing a lot of pain for Owen, but he still cycles.
A lot of the tyres though.
He's got enough pace to get back, I think, and then yeah, it's going to be tough to get past Rockamad and Dorsey, but for a few mistakes, you never know. Owen's definitely still in this though. Lee asking for another invite. About 20.
Yeah, but there we go. I think all the drivers have pitted. Wouldn't expect anyone else to come into the pits. It'll be interesting to see where SSR Halo and SLR Hickling come through the pack, whether they come through the pack or whether they struggle. It'll be interesting. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. As SLR Lear has joined back now, down in P12, causing a little bit of carnage with his AI. Hopefully he can get back on and either retire in the pits or carry on racing.
So, nice to see these 7.
Oh no.
Well done.
I think you're...
I can hear you fine.
I can hear you fine as well. Well, actually, I can't hear you fine. You're lagging a lot. Safety car is in this lap. By the way, Bunny, can you hear me?
Yeah.
At the end of the race, make sure you take a screenshot of on the last lap of people's penalties.
How come?
Just because we have to do it now as streamers, just for like people if they get a timing glitch, so we know what people's penalties are before the just on the last lap. Just take a screenshot of the penalties as I think. Why is Owen Howe just gonna get ahead of iCallum?
Yeah, I kind of dropped down to 6. I did just get a message from Rando saying to watch up for iCallum. Apparently he's lagging.
That's interesting. Okay, we'll jump aboard with Dorsey to see when he goes, as he's got quite a gap to Rockamad here. Is he going to decide to go out the final hairpin? He doesn't, as... Oh, Rockamad almost hits the back of him.
It's a bit eager.
When will Dorsey decide?
I imagine.
As he goes now.
There goes. And Owen's got a really good launch there.
Right in the back of Rockamad, but doesn't use any of his ERS.
He's used it a lot.
But anyway, there you go. Anyone close further back? Don't think so. It looks like a nice restart from Dorsey.
Yeah, it was a very good restart.
A gap to Rockamad. as Teddy's on the grass trying to challenge SLR Barlow. It's further back, any drivers going side by side? Not yet. Medium drivers staying behind at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be going to get past as quick as possible on those fresher tyres, fresher softer tyres. As Law Legend is challenging Zach's Beast, but can't get past into the hairpin. And we'll jump back to the front with SLR Fempest. In P1 still, got a nice gap to Rockman already, 5/10. Rockman needs to try and stay on his DRS, otherwise he's going to be... It's OMH, I keep saying OMH. Owen Howe is it's weird for a couple of laps, it's fine. Well, that's great. As Craig FK has got past Jago. Is it worth me restarting the stream and going 720p? Then I might not lag at all. What do you think, if you can hear me, Bunny? I can. Do you think I should restart on 720p? Oh. That's brilliant. Okay, alright. Sorry everyone about this. Trying to just start some stuff. Usually my Wi-Fi's fine, but unfortunately at the moment it's just struggling a little bit. As SLR Hicklin is challenging SLR Halo coming into the left-right section as Craig Eke is just behind the championship leader. They'll be wanting to get up into the points, I'm sure.
Looks like a gap between two racing points might start to form in the next few laps as Teddy drops off.
That's Beast already up into P14 on those medium tyres. He'll be wanting to get points. And
oh, here we have
drivers around him
really good
penalties.
Owen's out of the DRS. It should be a
think
simple
DRS
for Barlow,
is enabled,
so trying to stay ahead.
Both of them are using their DRS. No DRS is available yet. Oh, as Owen comes across a little bit into SLR Barlow, but
inside.
Both breakers. Barlow breaks quite early there. I might give Icalum a chance, but Panthers behind has got past SLR Teddy. So what can the Mercedes driver do now? It's very important that he got past there, but already a 1.1 second gap from Owen Howe to Rockamad as Rockamad is now out of the DRS. As Zach's Beast got past Law Legend, I think someone might have gone off. No, SLR Hicklin has just come into the pits as Zach's Beast is going to try and go down the inside into turn 1. Can he get the move done on the Williams driver? Yes, he can. That's a great move from the Ferrari man. Up into P13, and with driver's penalties around him, that's very positive for him. As Norman gets a great exit, but I don't think... Does he go challenge into the hairpin? No, he doesn't. He decides to back out. There's already 1.1 second gap between Rockamad and Dorsey in P1. Can Rockamad get into that DRS? It's going to be key this lap for him. He's Owen Howe. I wouldn't be surprised to see Owen Howe coming back at him as Rockamad is using his ERS to try and get into his DRS. Fuel shifts up. I think he might be just out of it, but it's not completely sure. As SLR Teddy is just falling further and further back here. Everyone's got Wi-Fi signals. That's not good. Are you listening to the stream? Just further back, there's a driver off. I think it's SR Halo. SR Halo has come off. Sorry, Gunny. SR Halo has spun off, and now he's further back down the field. Unfortunately for him, he was on the medium tyres, but like he might have been able to make a way through the traffic, but he's got caught up and he's now right at the back again. Jumping forward with the leaders as Fempest is 1.5 seconds ahead of Rockamad. Rockamad just needs to try and get a good gap to Owen Howe here. Maybe try and ignore ahead of him and just concentrate on getting good exits. Oh, as SLR Icalum's off the track, going through the right-hander. Managed to keep it flat though, so. I think Jago's off. Jago spun about the right-hander. Spun in a battle with. I'm not sure, 100% sure who, but he might have just dropped it on his own. As yeah, as you said, Law Legend gets past Zach's Beast here, so as Beast getting moved on, and then a lap later, Law Legend gets past him again. So, in fact, with no pens, he might just need to try and let a faster driver ahead go, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Who is faster? As Dorsey still putting in a couple of tenths a lap on Rockamad. Rockamad trying to use his ERS out of their corners to try and get closer to Dorsey, but Dorsey's just he's just flying at the moment on the hard tyres. As SLR Barlow makes a mistake, I think, and just drops out of the ERS range. Icalum has next to no ERS, he's on 19%, and Barlow has 75%, so wouldn't be surprised if Barlow, keeps ahead of Icalum if he's burning his ERS. Oh. Sorry everyone, my dog's just barking, going a bit wild, but are you watching the stream? Is it a little bit better? Okay, fingers crossed. I don't know why it's lagging, never usually does, so I do apologise to everyone. So I think SLR Leo is right on the back of Plain Teddy. SLR Teddy here. I keep saying Plain Teddy, that's what his game tag used to be. Rockmad's just gained 5 tenths on SLR Fempest here. I think maybe using some of his ERSs. Plain Teddy goes very defensive to the inside, then comes back across head of the Romeo driver. And yeah, Craig's back up into the points, which is great to see. Obviously, he didn't see his start, unfortunately, but he was at the back the whole race, and yeah, again, a safety car helps again, because I think he had a drive-through last week. Am I right in saying that? Off the start? I think he had a drive-through off the start, but anyway. Rockamad gained a few tenths that lap on Dorsey. Maybe Dorsey had a little switch out of the corner, but there's a few gaps forming now between the top 5 as Leah goes onto the grass trying to get past Teddy, but it's not the right way to do it as Teddy gets on the curb, which isn't optimal for a good exit. Silly Bunny has left the party again, so that is always positive. And it's getting closer to Dorsey's DRS. I wonder if he's going to use some of his DRS to get into it. If so, this would be great as he's into his DRS. Is Dorsey doing some tyre saving, or is Rockamad just started to push more now? Oh, as he turns on his DRS and Rockamad's round!
I spun it.
Rockamad's round. No, he needs to turn off his DRS as he...
They can't.
Oh. He just jumped on board with him and he turned on his ERS and his car just said, his rear just said no.
Yeah, he turned on the ERS and
done.
Yeah, he's going to struggle to get.
There's Zach's Beast now going down the inside of Law Legend. These two fighting again. Can he get the move to stick? Law Legend gets a great exit, so I don't think that's going to happen now. Williams driver on the inside. Can Zach's Beast get a switch back in the kind of corner? No, he can't. Is Ben's going to be close? I don't think so. And now that just puts Dorsey even further ahead and Owen Howe into P2 with no penalties, so oh my god. I'm not going to say anything. That is unbelievable. Yeah, Rockamad just turned on his ERS, I think a bit too early. Similar to something I did yesterday. And he's luckily caught his rear, but now he's down to P9 with his teammate behind him. See whether he can get back up into P6, P7.
Yeah, he's got
only 7 laps to go now. And if Lighton picks up a penalty. Leo's right on the back of Plain SLR Teddy. I keep doing it. It's because I keep doing it. I keep saying Plain Teddy. Not SLR Teddy, is he going to try and go down the inside? I don't think so. Now Rockman's going to get a good exit on him. On SLR Leah. Rockman's right on the back of Alfa Romeo. He'll send it down the inside. Yes, he is, as Leah turns in on him. That's a great move from the Renault driver. Oh, as Craig gets a bit twitchy on the exit, and now he has no chance of trying to get past Leah. It's a bit brave of Rockman to use the DRS there like he did last lap, but clearly he's still confident. Where do you think he'll get back up to? Do you think he could challenge for P5, or do you think P6 is where he's going to finish?
I think P6 is the maximum.
We'll have to wait and see. I think SLR Neelix has just got past original 96.
Teddy now, side by side with Callie, turn into the last corner.
All this fighting is doing is just bringing the cars closer behind and then just letting the cars ahead go. So maybe they just need to let one of them go. As playing SLR Teddy tries to go around the outside of Cal Smith.
Almost contact.
Getting close behind as well. Getting close to contact as well. They get a good exit. Onto the hairpin. Cal Smith right on the back of the Racing Point driver, as is SLR Leah right on the back of Rockmad. Is he going to try and send one? Rockmad goes a little bit defensive, but oh, he tries to... No, there's no gap there. Alfa Romeo driver.
Going to lose time from that.
Yeah, and Panthers just gained 5/10 from this fighting, so maybe... I'm not sure about you, but I reckon Rockmad's probably the fastest out of these, and obviously it's annoying to let the driver go, but maybe they all just need to stick in the DRS and try and catch up, as SLR Barlow is 1.2 seconds behind Owen Howe. Owen Howe 2.8 behind Dorsey.
I mean, if Rockman is where he is now, he's got the P6 on penalties, but you know, I'm sure he'd like to do it on the track and actually overtake them. He's really going to be kicking himself after
really close behind Rockmad.
Like that.
Sorry, Bunny. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. So, Rockmad had a really poor exit out of the long right-hander, using a lot of his ERS to defend from SLR Leah. I think he has a little bit more than the Alfa Romeo driver, so I think he's going to stay ahead here. And he does. Oh, as Craig hits the back of Leah and he's lost his end plate. The championship leader's lost his left end plate. Just outbraked himself.
It's not been a race.
What you did yesterday.
Remember for Craig.
But,
and that looks like that is his race over.
As he comes into pit, he will be praying for a safety car now. As SLR Barlow is now into the DRS of Owen Howe. How much ERS does he have? It's very similar, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to the end of this race for the podium. I tell him at the moment in P4, but with penalties sitting in P3. This last
podium position is still up for grabs.
Could be Panther.
Callum doing all he can. Let's see.
As Craig comes out behind SLR Hicklin down in P18, so unless there's a safety car, I can't. The Renault driver is not going to score points this week, which means Dorsey is going to take the championship lead at the moment. I'm just saying it because I'm not going to be a jinx. I feel like that's just how it's going to be. So Dorsey looks quite comfortable at the moment. Let's see how much ERS he has. He's burning it at the moment, but oh, that's for some reason we jumped on board with Rockmad, but that's not Rockmad. Rockmad right on the back of Cal Smith here, using his ERS to defend. I don't think they're going to get close. I think it's just going to stay the way it is, and Rockmad won't jump past some penalties. Interesting. Gets a bit twitchy on the exit on the curb. Am I going to get close? Oh, he gets a great exit out of the final corner. Is he going to challenge him to turn 1 using his DRS and ERS? But Cal Smith's got it too, so I don't think he's going to be challenging unless he sends one. It really compromises his line, trying to go narrow. Cal Smith stays ahead of the Renault driver. Oh, as he hits the back of the Haas driver. I don't think he picked up any damage there, but he did give him a little love tap. He loses the rear a little bit, so now he's going to challenge him into the hairpin. I'm sure he's got more ERS. Is he going to try and go around the outside? Is he going to try and switch back? Rockmad just parks his car in the middle of the road. That is great defensive driving from the Renault driver. And there's no way past in this middle sector. It's a bit of understeered there. Yeah, these drivers are just all losing time to the cars ahead. At the moment, Dorsey's still sitting P1. I think I had a little bit of a Wi-Fi moment there. Wi-Fi moment, a bit of a lag. Are you watching the stream? Is it still fine? I know I've said this again, but sorry, I keep thinking that it's just going to be a bit terrible. But SLR right in the back of Rockamad here. As I think further up, Panther stays behind, but MRC Lear, oh my god, SLR Lear is going to challenge Rockamad into the hairpin. Rockamad on the inside again. SLR Lear goes all the way round the outside of the Renault driver. That is a great move. And Rockamad challenging back onto the pit straight, goes wide. That's a great move from the Alfa Romeo drivers. Rockamad uses ZRS to try and come back at him as he goes round the outside. Can Rockamad get the move done? Can Rockamad get the move done? Goes down the inside, still got his overtake on like you said. Oh, as Lear comes back at him. Both using all their overtake to try and stay ahead of the other. Oh. Wow, how has Rockamad got past him there? That is driving angry as SLR Hickman is retired in the pits. Cal Smith right on the back of SLR Teddy here. Rockamad needs to get in the DRS of Cal Smith here, otherwise he's going to come under challenge again from the Haas driver. The Alfa Romeo driver even. Yeah, he needs to try and get past the Racing Point driver because Icalam's just losing time to SLR Barlow, so... Yeah, he's up into P12. Cooper Benz on 19 lap old hards. A lot of people's favourites for coming up onto the podium, but just not worked out for him. We missed the start, obviously. As Icalam's got passed by Panther. Panther goes down the inside into turn 1. The Mercedes driver is now up into P4. Looking great for a podium if he can just catch up to SLR Barlow here now. That's a crucial move for his driver. Yeah, he might even get on the podium now. That would be great to see, wouldn't it? I mean, great for you, 2 Mercedes drivers, but great to see SLR Panther on the podium. I don't think anyone else is challenging. I'm sure everyone would love it. I think he recently changed the wheel. I think this would be his first podium on the wheel, if I'm not wrong, if he gets it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll have to wait and see as Cooper Benz, I think, just got passed by Law Legend again. So Law Legend is, getting past, and then the lap snap he's passing the other driver, so great to see that he's competitive in this division. As Rockamad gets really twitchy coming out the long right-hander again. But he's using his ERS. Can he get past Cal Smith here? He's got the momentum, but Cal Smith, I think, should start to use his ERS. He's going to challenge into the hairpin. Oh, he's late on the brakes as Rockamad. Cal Smith in the room. Oh, as Leo's just hit the back of Rockamad and he's lost his end plate. Leo's just tapped the back of Rockamad and lost his end plate. As Cal Smith picks up another 3-second penalty. Yeah, Leo's lost his right end plate. It's just... Rockamad went very late on the brakes, but then they were both slow exits, and Leo's just lost his end plate, unfortunately. As I think Cal Smith trying to go round the outside of SLR Teddy. Cal Smith, what a move. Sorry, Bunny. Oh, as he gets twitchy on the exit. What a move from the Haas driver. That caught us all by surprise. What can Rockamad do? Is he going to try and... Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, he's outside of the 3-second gap to SLR Barlow. As Craig has retired in the... What are you going to say, Bunny? I don't think you're coming through on the game, unfortunately, Bunny. But Icalam's really dropped off the... I think Icalam's really dropped off the pace. He's 2 points behind Panther. I'm not so sure what's happened. As SLR Barlow is going to challenge Owen Howe. If Owen Howe's he might just let him go. He's coming onto the final lap. I'm sure he doesn't want any contact with anyone. Rockamad is right on the back of SLR Teddy, but they both just got no S. I don't think he's going to challenge unless he goes breaking move, which he almost does. But oh, as he taps the back of the Racing Point driver. God. Again, back on the back of Owen Howe. Will he get him into turn 1? No, he won't. It's like Panthers 3.4 seconds behind now. Bonnie, could you just clip the pins? That would be great. Do you hear me, Bonnie? You just clip the pens, just so you can clip what the pens look like. As Dorsey's 2.4 seconds ahead here now. See how much DRS he has. He's got 32%. Looks quite comfortable as long as he doesn't make a mistake or doesn't spin. It would be Dorsey's day. For us to negotiate. Oh, we would all love for the Mercedes driver to get on the podium, but he's out of the DRS and he's got such little ERS, so it's really going to be on the line when it matters, isn't it? It's going to be last gasp. He's left again, but he's close to the gap as SLR Barlow's right on the back of Owen Howell here. Is Barlow going to go for a move on the McLaren driver? Oh, as Owen defends late. Don't make contact as Owen just lets SLR Barlow go. So, we come across the line. SLR Fempest comes across the line to take the win. That is amazing to see as Owen Howe comes home in P2. He gets the podium. SLR Barlow P3 as Panther picks up a penalty on the final corner. P4, SLR Icanon P5. P6, I think Rockamad went side by side over the line with Teddy, but he gets P6 in the end. Zax Beast up to P7 on pens. Paul Smith P8, Cooper Benz P9, SLR Neelix in the points in P10, that's great to see. Law Legend P11, SLR Scopes P12, SLR Teddy P13, he had a lot of penalties to touch. Original P14, SLR Lear P15, and SSR Halo P16. Just the last one to come across the line. Wow. I don't know if Bunny's actually here, Bunny. I'm not sure. Bunny, you there?
Yeah.
Alright. Bunny's just said he is unticked himself to let me do the interviews. I can kind of hear you. You're a bit too laggy though. But, oh, I can hear myself fine through the stream. But I can't hear you. Alright, so I will... Yeah, unfortunately, I think maybe my Wi-Fi struggled a bit through the race, so I'm sorry to everyone listening. I hope the stream quality was fine, but that is the top three. We've got Owen on the podium, finally. I think that's his first podium, if I'm not wrong. SLR Fempest taking the win. Extremely dominant win. Maybe he had Rockamad challenging a little bit, but then Rockamad made a mistake, which gave Dorsey the massive gap. So that is the top three. We got SLR Fempest P1, Owen Howe P2, SLR Barlow P3, and Panther just missing out on the podium P4. I'll just get the podium sitters an invite. Oh. Fempest, Owen. Whereas I can't find anyone's name. Dorsey. Let's get them an invite for now. Let's find Barlow. There he is. Okay. Finally. Okay, everyone's in, I think. Or everyone's joining. We've got a few driver of the day votes, and it's Owen's in. Hello, Owen. We're just waiting for SLR Fempest to join, and here he is. Just to let you know, lads, we've had a bit of issues with the parties. Because everyone's in, I think it's okay. But Bunny was lagging quite a lot with speaking, so hopefully it's fine. Do you all just let me know if you can hear me? Could you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, well, Obviously missed the start of the race, but we joined back and Rockamal was in P1, and then Dorsey getting past before the safety car came out, and yeah, I really thought that screwed Owen over, but he's still on the podium. So we'll just start with the podium interview. Sorry, let's get to it. SLR Barlow coming home in P3. Congrats, mate. How was that race for you? Obviously, you had a 3-second penalty, which I think was getting quite close with Panther at the end, but getting was probably quite key.
Yeah, obviously with whatever happened to Callum in the safety car, and obviously Rock'n'Mad unfortunately was obviously at that up position again, and then it was just a matter of clearing the road. Really, I was just hoping and praying that we would go for the margin, and then I used 60% of the yards going down that back straight, making sure I passed in Owen just so I could literally get that third spot. Really sorry, Pam, what sorry you went having it. Oh, well, mate, put it one way, but absolutely really well driven there by Owen in front.
Yeah, well, congrats on the podium. Unfortunately, I'm hearing that it's quite laggy on the party, but I think I heard you, and I think the stream heard you, but you're a bit laggy.
Yeah,
but anyway, congrats on the podium.
Yeah, my lag has been like this all night. If was I like out of it, just kept rotating, so yeah.
I think it's me as well. Anyway, we'll move on. Sorry.
But yeah, I'm gonna get.
But yeah, congrats, Barlow. We'll move on because we'll keep this quick because unfortunately the pies are just a bit screwed.
Yeah,
my stream's
quick one.
So...
Well done, Dozzy. Great race for you, mate. For seeing us through the podium. We'll play for the win as well. Chain up, mate.
So yeah, that's lovely to say. We'll move on to Owen Howe, 36. He's done it. He's done it, everyone. He's done it.
Bye.
Tell us how you're feeling.
Taking time. I'm lost for words at the minute. It's pretty immense. Yeah, I mean, it's staying in the chat. I was the third longest without a podium, and finally it's happened. I was feeling good this weekend, and yeah, it was great to have Easter Mando away me now. Yeah, Dorsey and Barlow on the podium with me for my first one. Barlow, of course, is an admin with me, and then Dorsey was probably one of the only drivers left that I did the very first race against. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's just ridiculous, and Dorsey, of course, on the win, was just another class as he always is.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll keep this quick because of the party's being a bit screwed. So yeah, congrats, mate. I'm sure this won't be your only one. I'm sure you'll get another couple this season, especially with that pace. So yeah, well, congrats, mate. Move on to Dorsey, mate. Absolutely outstanding drive, especially considering everything that's been going on, and from pole to the win. Obviously not easy with losing a few positions at the start. So yeah, just take us through everything.
Keep it short and sweet, mate. And
Sorry,
the party
keep it short, mate.
Yeah, yeah, well happy with the win. I'm obviously going to dedicate that race to Michael and the pole position. I'm just happy. I'm not really going to say much more than that. I just want to say congrats to Owen on his first podium. That's fantastic. Well done for P3, and well done to everybody getting behind me with recent bad news. The amount of messages I see from the community is totally overwhelming, and everybody that went with the pink and black helmets, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, great races.
Yeah, well, congrats, mate. I'm sorry about the parties being terrible. I'm not sure it's me or the Xbox, but yeah, congrats, man. That's the Champions League for you. Yeah.
Also, if you do go back and reminisce over your fantastic win there, just have a look at everybody's number, mate, because we all together for today. Also, just you, your number. behind you, mate.
Yeah, mate, these parties are shot.
Yeah, put it in your Div 2 chat. Put it in the Div 2 chat, mate.
I'll put this.
So yeah, congrats everyone, and congrats to the podium sitters. Sorry we had a few issues on the stream. I hope I managed to get most of the incidents, and yeah, another great race. And tune in at 9 o'clock for the Division 3 race around China. Cheers everyone.
Cheers guys. Thanks for streaming.